Evening everybody, Rich here, back for another From the Depths sinking ship video, and this is sinking the RMS Mauretania. Now for those of you who are not familiar with this version of the Mauretania, this is the second ship of the Cunard line that had the name. The first one, which is the four-funnelled version, was from 1907 to I think 1935 when she was broken up, and then they launched a second one in 1938, which is this one, the two-funnelled version. So if those of you who are confused, that's a brief explanation. But anyway, I've already made a tutorial for this in Minecraft, and this is a direct convert of that model into From the Depths. I've added a few changes, or a few differences to it. I mean, the smoke on the top, and also there's bulkheads inside. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was going to add, well, I had been asked to use sloped blocks to tidy up the hull, but when I did it, it just looked really bad, so I kind of just left it as it was. But on the inside, we've got the bulkhead, so the ship is floating slightly, and yeah, that's pretty much all I've done. There's no propulsion in it yet. There's no engines. There's no propellers. It's just, or working propellers rather. It's just a shell basically, solely for the purpose of sinking. Now, that's the Mauretania there. Now the ship we're going to be using today is not the Mamba. I'm not using the Mamba today. I'm going to be using the Yamato, which is a ship built by Master Jam. He's got what's his name? Yeah, Master Jam, who does naval ship tutorials in Minecraft, and this is one of his builds. He allowed me to convert it, and what I've done, I've taken the gun off the Mamba, copied it 3 times, and stuck it on the Yamato. So we've got one here, and we've got 2 on the bow. So we've got 3 times the firepower, or 3 times the CRAM firepower of the Mamba, and also we've got a couple of Sally guns as well, but we won't be using them because they're weak and feeble, so we're just going for the big firepower today. But that's the Yamato. It's a beast, and I haven't finished doing all the design for it yet because it's still in the conversion process. I've just added 3 or 4 guns to it to make it look impressive. But that's that's the tool for today. So what we're going to do, I shall get the guns into action and have them pivot. They're a bit slower than what they are on the Mamba, but that's no big deal. And we're going to fire at the bow of the Britannic. Not the Britannic, it's the Mauretania, isn't it? So I'll find a nice soft spot for on the draft. So I aim roughly there. And that's a big blast. Here comes the 12 shells. I think 1 would have been enough. And there we go. Nice big hole in the side, and the bow is sinking down already. So yeah, I think 1 shell would have been enough. But she's going down pretty quickly. And another thing I haven't done with this ship, I haven't beamified it yet, so it's still in its raw Minecraft form, using 1 meter blocks rather than 4 meter beams and things like that. So there's a lot of blocks. But I think they're kind of irrelevant now as the ship is going down pretty quickly. I mean, I only put 1 set of shells, not 1 shell, but she is quite low at the forecastle. Now the forecastle's almost completely under now. And I think she settled just like that. So if we just pop down and look at the, let's say the damage, and more of a fucking crater, isn't it? Yeah, the forward compartment's flooded, second compartment's gutted, and everything back from there is fine. So if we aim, I don't know, about there, and I'll watch these shells come in. Hopefully, oh shit, oh well, a lot of them bounced and have destroyed the superstructure. But never mind. Ship is now going down a much quicker rate. This is not going to be a long video. The bow's completely under and still she's going down. It's still going down as well. That must have been a massive hit. See, the water's right up to the bridge now. Actually, the water is in the bridge. I don't see this stopping, to be honest. I don't think I've done her any favours. Let's have a look at the back end, see how things are there. Well, propellers are almost clean out the water. And not really rising. Well, they are rising actually. It's not very fast though. But yeah, they are definitely rising. So the ship is still going down. That is a massive hit that she took there. And the bridge, there's a piece just broken off there. And the water, the ship has settled now. So the bridge is completely, well, it's not completely under, but it's flooded. We'll just pop inside and have a look. There's the mainframe there. So there's the steering wheel and the chair. And the view out the window is a bit bleak. So that's how things are at the moment. So there's still pieces breaking off and trying to float away. The damage, that hit there, it's horrific. I mean, it's blown the superstructure clean open in that area. I mean, it's gone right through to the boat deck on the other side. So I lost a lifeboat there. But down below, though, the hull is intact. If I go back around the other side and have a look at the damage again. So we've got the big hole there, which is the first one. And the second hole was kind of minute, really, because most of the shells bounced and, well, did that. So, yeah, that compartment's been blown open. The next compartment has been breached, but not utterly destroyed. And so what we'll do, we'll move to the next compartment, roughly about, I don't know, about there. Hopefully, oh dear, they bounced and hit the funnel. And they hit below the waterline and down she goes again. So now the bridge is going under completely. It's not done the funnel any good either. So the bridge is now completely under. So at an angle she looks like that. There's a big hole in the funnel. I mean, it's gone right through the funnel. But the funnel is only light alloy. Whereas most of the rest of the hull is either heavy armour or metal. So the ship is quite a tough hull on this one. And we look down at the rear of the ship. And the ship is moving, but she's moving backwards because of the recoil of the guns, or the impact of the guns. I mean, the Yamato is right over there. She's probably moved back because of the power of the guns. But that is the Mauretania at the moment. She's not long to go. I don't think she won't be there for very long. So we just pop to Yamato again, because I think with the recoil of the gun, I think she's moved back. Or moved further away now. I don't think it's too bad actually. It's not as bad as I was expecting, but that's some weird goings on here. That gun there, those two guns there are weird, but never mind. Anyway, let's fly back over. And what's the next job we're going to do? What we're going to hit next? I think, well, it's pretty obvious what we're going to hit next. Another compartment, but we'll have a look. Did those shells punch at all the compartments? I don't think they did, because I aimed the shell between two compartments, but it hasn't actually gone through the second compartment. It's scorched it, but it hasn't hit it. It hasn't damaged it. So if we aim there and see where these shells bounce. Oh, that was good. Oh no, they hit the funnel. Damn it! But did it hit the compartment? No, they didn't. They're too short. Damn you. But never mind, the funnel took the hit anyway. So the shells that missed didn't miss by much. So if I aim a bit higher, roughly about there, and see how many of them bounce. Probably all of them. No, only one bounced. So that was that compartment breached, and is the ship going down? Oh, yep, she's going down now. It's kind of got to the point now where the ship won't be going down nose first, just sort of level out a bit. The funnel is almost completely under. The stern is still rising, but gradually. Yeah, look at that. Horrific, isn't it? Yeah, she's quite big. Oh, turn that thing off. Hang on. Take a screenshot. Why not? That could be the new thumbnail. So So what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? There's things that need doing somewhere. Right, let's have a look. There's that compartment is breached, so that we know that one. So if we aim at the next compartment, may as well aim about there. And in comes the shells. I don't think they will hit, will they? Oh, they did. They've hit, and the ship is now starting down. So the first funnel's completely under, the second funnel is almost under. Yep, she's starting down now. I think that's pretty much the end. I don't think she's going to take much more. You can see the stern is starting to tip up a bit more now. See, the superstructure is just going under. The lifeboats, the last two lifeboats are visible. The funnel, well, both funnels now have gone under. You can see smoke generators just bobbing on the surface. And how are things doing? Yep, she's going under now. So she's not long for this world now. She'll probably just gradually tip forward. Like I said, it wasn't a long video. It's not a long thing. Not like Britannic, where it took nearly an hour to sink her. This is sort of an economical sinking, eco sink, if you like. Yeah, the propellers in the stern is right out the water now. And still, she's going down gradually. See the handrails just going under. So if she sinks at this rate, she'll be forever going to the seabed. But there's a much cleaner sinking. I mean, if I'd used the Mamba, it would have been torpedoed to death and there would be nothing left. Whereas using the sea rams, I've just blown a few holes in her, and she's going down a bit more elegantly. Just looks weird. Is she still going? Is she still moving? Yep, still moving gradually as you look at this deck house here. I see the Yamato looking very intimidating in the distance. I think one more shell in her side and that will do her. Oh, I'll say one more shell, I think a couple of dozen shells. So if I aim roughly about there, that would be the death blow. Oh, yeah, that's done it. That's the final punch. She's going down a hell of a lot quicker now. But she's levelled out a bit more now because of the compartment being blasted open. But now she's not levelling out and she's starting to tip forward again, so the bow is outweighing the rest of the ship. You can see the whole ship down there. But she's still going. And let's get the Yamato moving, let's bring her a bit closer. Wish there was a horn on this. I like the sound of the horn. But never mind. But Mauretania is very nearly at, well, into the depths. We're still holding on. Just sort of thinking, would one more shell be sufficient, or Let's have a look. If I aim about there with the smaller guns and see what happens. Just see the smaller shells coming in the distance. And there we go. They didn't do very much, but damaged nonetheless. Let's have a look. So put a hole in the side, but no damage to the draft. Smooth few fragments of the propeller gone, but that's about it really. Bring in a few more shells. These are not as heavy duty shells, these are the Sally guns. So not as meaty as the Mamba guns. But still she holds on. I think there's a small water compartment in, well not a compartment, but a bulkhead there which is not breached. So I don't really want to fire too much, but we'll fire a few shells anyway, just to be a bastard. And there we go, that's done it. And that is the Mauretania on the way down now. And away she goes. Like I said, didn't I say it didn't take long, but it took long enough. And she's now going to have a trip down to the seabed. I don't know if she's hit the seabed or not. Maybe that's the problem. But no, she's still quite away from the seabed, so she's going to take a little while to get to the seabed. But she's on her way there anyway. At least she's down with the fishes, and Yamato is rushing to the scene. But very slowly. And that's pretty much that. So that's the Mauretania, and the rudder's been blown off as well. I just noticed. So that's always a good sign. But yeah, that is the Mauretania. The ship in the distance, like I said, is Master Jam's Yamato, and I've already done a video of this thing being sunk, but it's been retrofitted with bigger guns, and it's still a work in progress really, because there's still loads of anti-aircraft guns and things that need to be removed and replaced. But yeah, it's not a bad little junker, but that's that. May do another video with the Yamato. I'll probably do a multiplayer one, because I want to try and do a proper battleship battle, if you know what I mean. Sea battle with someone really using these ships. So be interested to see, but yeah, that'd be for another day. Anyway, that is, like I said, the Mauretania, now done and dusted and sunk. And that's pretty much it for this video. So this is Rich signing off, logging off and disappearing. And I shall return with another video. So bye for now.